What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm going to go over the trades that you could have taken today. When we pull up the 30-minute chart, like I said yesterday, market is still bearish. Why? Because this 30-minute here is crossed. 10's above the 50 SMA here. We did break below a little bit here, a little after open. We broke below the 50. The 10 was pretty much trading down this entire time. Then we finally got a reclaim of it at like 1 o'clock. And this is how you could have capitalized on the downside. So if you pull up the put chart here, or not the put chart, if you pull up the call chart, 5-minute time frame, the calls were crossed for quite a bit today. At 9:30, this ended up crossing a little bit after, or not crossing it, reclaimed the 10 over here. And the best thing to do was just sit out of this and wait for a negative cross, because that 30-minute is still crossed. You could have taken like a call or a long trade if that 30-minute on the calls went negative, which it never did. So you just wait for this negative cross. So once the 10 went below the 50 here, you could have shorted this. On this candle right here, the entry wasn't the best because this 50 was still like sloped up a little bit at the time. Better entry would have been on this candle right here, 1240, and you can see what happened from there. We just ended up dumping. The 50 started curling down, and it just never broke above the 10, and we just dumped a lot from there. I think it probably dumped over 100 points from the negative cross. Really textbook setup. And then if you go to the put chart, 595 puts, you could have either taken all of your profit here at the 50, or if you wanted to get risky, you could have held this thing through. But what I like to do is sell it at the 50 SMA here, because that's where it could potentially reverse from. And then I ended up calling this trade out here in the Discord. 10 went above the 50. There's no entry until this 50 SMA curls up, which was, I think, around one of these candles. I'm gonna try and find when I call this out at. Went short at 141, so that was on this candle right here, the candle open. I was just using this 10 SMA as my stop because there was a decent amount of room from where price was in the 50 SMA. So all I had to do was just hold this until the 10 breaks, and we got over 100 points in NQ on the drop. And I closed my runners once we closed below this 10 SMA. So that's a good thing that you want to do, is just hold your trades until that 10 SMA break on any runners, or just sell it all when you're up a massive amount. Like 100 points on NQ is plenty. And yeah, that's all you needed for the day. Those two trades probably netted over 200 points, and I mean, it was just a really simple day. So pull up the 30-minute chart again. Going into tomorrow, market's still bearish. 10's above the 50. We end up closing right at a key spot down here near that 50 SMA. So until this chart goes negative, I still favor down. And then when we look on the higher time frames, this 4-hour chart is looking pretty bearish because we're finally breaking above it. 10 SMA is pointing up. If we could open red tomorrow and this goes and crosses, we're going to see some more downside and possibly even break above this daily 50, because we already rejected it once. It's not really sloped down super hard, so I wouldn't expect it to reject super hard, but we'll have to see how that plays out. But tomorrow, game plan, same thing as always with the trending markets the last couple of days. Game plan's been the same since probably like 3 days ago. 0 DT cross on puts, 50 dip on puts, negative cross on calls. Those are the steps we want to take if the market's still trending bearish tomorrow. If the 30-minute goes negative, then you could just look for a call cross at that point, because if that 30-minute chart goes negatives, that's telling us that the bears are losing the trend, and we're most likely going to get a pump. And at that point, you just look for the call cross. So that's pretty much what you could have taken today, what I took, and how we did today in the Discord. So if you guys enjoyed, drop a sub. If you guys want to learn, join the Discord down below. But yeah, I'm out. Peace.